A question that I get asked quite often, mostly from new players, is what type of running back should I be targeting in my drafts? Well, there's a couple things that I want to go over here today in this video to help you ultimately understand which running backs you should be targeting in your fantasy drafts. The first thing I want you to do is to identify what type of draft you're in. Are you in a standard league, a PPR league, or a half PPR league? That's going to let you know, do you want a running back that catches the ball more out of the backfield? Do you want a running back that's going to get a lot more rushing touchdowns? Do they get more yardage for receiving yards? Things like that you want to look at before you pick your running back. The second thing that you want to do is just make sure that they have any type of volume workload, right? So in the NFL now, they have a lot of running backs that are not bell cows anymore, right? There's very few and far in between of those true bell cow running backs, 15 plus carries a game or 15 plus touches a game total. That's what you're really looking for. 10 carries, 5 to 6 catches, things like that is what you really want to look for, especially if you're in a PPR league. The more points you can get for your roster, especially at the running back position, the better. And there's not a lot of running backs that's going to give you that type of stud, Derrick Henry type of workload. So you just want to be cautious and things like that to see, okay, what type of workload is this guy end up going to be giving me, right? The next thing you want to do is look at the offensive scheme. Are they a run heavy type of offense? Are they a pass first type of offense? Do they utilize swing passes? Do they utilize a lot of screen passes? Look at the offensive scheme to see where they are overall. And that way you can kind of dictate where you should probably place them in your personal rankings, right? You want to make sure that they are going to be used in the scheme quite often, have those consistent numbers for you week in and week out. Again, you want to look for those bell cow type of backs, the ones that are getting ample amount of opportunities. They're not going to give you any points if they're just sitting there on your bench, right? You want running backs that are going to be consistent for you week in and week out. And unfortunately, there's not a ton of running backs out there right now that can give you that type of production. So it involves a little bit of research in the back, right? So what I would say overall, to really sum it all up, is that you want a running back that's going to be able to touch the football and be involved as much as possible. And I like those pass catching running backs. The ones that are really those bruising, 3-down type of running backs, they might be able to get you quite a bit of touchdowns, but they have a lot of wear and tear and more likely to really be injured on the football field. So I like the ones that can get out of the backfield and make something happen. You're able to get a lot more chunk yardage that way. And a lot of times, I mean, you can get probably even more receiving touchdowns on like a breakaway type of a play than somebody running it right up the middle and breaking it away, right? So anything can happen in fantasy football. You got to ultimately decide for what's best for you and the type of running back that you want. But I think that if you're asking the question, what type of running back should I take in the NFL draft? You want to look at consistency, you want to look at the touches, you want to look at the offensive scheme, and we're looking at 15 plus touches a game. That's where your fantasy gold is going to be at. But hey, look, this is just a nice quick video. Hit the thumbs up for me real quick. Leave a comment down below. What type of running backs do you guys prefer? Do you prefer the ones that are the scat backs out the backfield, or do you guys want those bruising 3-down type of backs? Let me know down below. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. We're really close to 800 subscribers, and I can't wait to see you guys on the next video. We'll see you guys next time.